President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his commitment to fostering the policies of ECOWAS. This is said at the 50th anniversary celebration of the organization. Also, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's achievements is seen through the eyes of the ministries as they ruled out their achievements in the 2025 ministerial press briefing. Welcome. This is Inside Lagos. I am Saheed Aribisala.
Ẹni tí ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Ẹni ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Ẹni ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni Center of Excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan.
50 years after a treaty for regional cooperation was signed, ECOWAS leaders returned to where it all started. It was nostalgic, particularly for General Yakubu Gowon, who is the last of the founding fathers alive. This was an event to also reflect on the journey of regional cooperation and re-strategize on setting realistic goals for the future.
The post-Cold War era is over. New divisions are emerging. Technology is advancing at an extraordinary pace. The pressure on the old order is intense. It does not mean the arguments for multilateralism are diminished. On the contrary, we need ECOWAS more than ever to meet the challenge of unfiltered data, unregulated cryptocurrency, AI, climate change, organized crime, cyber slavery, and human trafficking and violent extremism.
Today, we have gathered here to celebrate 5 decades of regional solidarity, of standing side by side through times of hope and hardship, of building the most integrated regional economic community on the African continent. Today, ECOWAS represents more than an institution. It is a symbol of the enduring aspiration of over 400 million citizens.
President Bola Tinubu, as chairman of the Authority of ECOWAS Heads of Government, declared his commitment to the ideals and philosophies of ECOWAS founding fathers.
We are embracing innovation to drive growth from internet exchanges, platforms like ECOGO, which strengthen gender reporting and regional accountability. Despite our progress, challenges remain. Our greatest task now is implementation. We are lagging behind on implementation. And I urge all member states to match policy with action.
General Yakubu Gowon still has fond memories of the 1975 ECOWAS Treaty. He acknowledged the resilience and unity of the regional bloc.
There are military, there are other democratic in the government, but the military are making sure that we do things democratically, but militarily democratically.
50 years after the ECOWAS Treaty was signed by 15 countries, 3 countries have opted out of the regional bloc due to political disagreements.
On the 29th of May, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu celebrated 6 years in office. The 2025 ministerial press briefing afforded an opportunity to assess his achievements.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's 6-year tenure has been marked by notable accomplishments across various sectors. The The Lagos State Ministerial Press Briefing provided a platform to showcase these successes, highlighting advancement in infrastructure, healthcare, economic growth and sustainable development.
It's not only a time to keep Lagosians abreast on how the ministries, agencies and departments are doing, but also get feedback. Commissioner for Information described Ministry of Transportation as the compass on which Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's government runs.
I remember on May 29 last year when so many people were involved in revelries and parties, went all the way across the water to go and launch our ferries, 15 of them. I'm sure some more are ready to be commissioned this year. But we want to talk about all the achievements on BRT, the buses.
Commissioner for Transportation said 3,941 parking slots were created, 669 parking signages, and over 470,000 traffic violations detected with the automatic number plate recognition cameras.
We're going to be using a lot of innovation and technology in order to harness technology to improve parking management, providing easy access to parking information and payment options. The following innovations were introduced: the e-permits for streamlined off-street parking access, verification via QR codes, electronic signages to announce parking availability, e-enforcement through automatic number plate technology, LASPA parking agent app, whistleblower app for user-friendly parking management, then the USSD payment options that takes away the issue of there's no internet to make my payment.
The event marked the second anniversary of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's second term in office, showcasing major strides in the transport sector. State Ministerial Press Briefing, and the Ministry of Health is taking the center stage to present its scorecard. From plans for new and improved hospital infrastructure to reducing maternal mortality, the Commissioner covered them all.
The health sector strategy and governance, we work very hard on developing robust strategies, and we then roll out these strategies through all the agencies and the directorates that I have just referred to. And one of our very important functions is to provide oversight and lead the sector. The sector not necessarily being and confined to the public sector. The sector cuts across both public and private sectors. So let me talk about the very big general hospitals that are coming up. Both Massey, Ojo, and Ketu Ejiri are almost neck and neck at about 65 to 70% complete. So we're looking at about 12 months to commissioning for those three hospitals. The new Lagos State Comprehensive Cancer and Diagnostic Center, it is situated on 1,500 square meters. We are about to do the groundbreaking. It is located right here in Alausa.
He said that for a state that is forward-thinking, measures have also been put in place to tackle brain drain.
I think we've turned the corner. We're beginning to see a reduced number of our healthcare professionals wanting to leave Lagos because the environment is getting better for them to practice in. We're building medical professional staffing quarters in all our new projects, and we're even going back into our old facilities to construct accommodation for our health professionals. We've also completed the refurbishment of the House Officers' Quarters at Lasut, and one is ongoing at Lagos Island General Hospital.
Those who are interested who want to come back, because they've discussed with Commissioner and myself on the things that actually stop them from coming back to the country, they really do want to come back, and it's not everybody that wants to leave. And even those who are leaving now realizing that it's actually difficult in all those countries now, especially in America, where you really have to be careful, otherwise you'll be sent back. So what happens is, what we're looking at is how do we also encourage people to come back? How do we make the environment conducive for people to even want to stay? And that's what we work on basically every day.
Ministerial briefing for the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources and the Commissioner, Tokunbo Wahab, highlighted the achievements recorded so far and other areas needing attention.
We need to get our people to behave properly. That is the key part of it. Citizens must be responsible.
Waste management, which has remained a major challenge for the megacity, received significant attention with a plan to transform waste into clean energy.
Last May, initial and witnessed the signing of an MOU with a Dutch firm for the construction of a high-efficiency 60 to 80 megawatt waste-to-energy plant on the Epe landfill. The innovative waste management solution is expected to take some 40,000 homes off the national electricity grid, as the technology will enhance energy security and diversification.
Now, developmentally, those high-tension wires are meant to be right of ways too, for drainage alignments. That is what is done. But people, out of mischief, have chosen over the years to build under such. We shall continue to remove those structures and contraventions. It's not because of the danger to their lives. It's not about that alone. It's about public safety too.
The Commissioner said the ministry has constructed public toilets at strategic locations across the state to promote proper sanitation and hygiene while intensifying enforcement against environmental offenders.
The state, in recognition of the need to address open defecation, is constructing modern public toilets in markets, transport hubs, and informal settlement, just as the construction of additional 150 new public toilets is ongoing alongside an additional 250 toilets being executed through public-private partnership. And now what we've done differently is, once we arrest you, we prosecute you, you do community service, we embarrass you with media. And we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop.
He added that the government is working towards providing residents with access to safe drinking water by 2027, following the revival of the Adiyon Water Project, a move aimed at ending years of water scarcity in many communities across Lagos.
TESCOM will train its first batch of 5,000 teachers out of its 18,438 educators in the state.
Over the past year, our ministry has worked tirelessly to implement bold reforms, invest in state-of-the-art infrastructure, enhance digital training for students in our tertiary institutions and graduates across the state, and equally foster innovative partnerships with our critical stakeholders. These efforts have transformed the state education, learning, and the lives of thousands of students and educators. From our groundbreaking programs and infrastructure to establishing world-class institutions, our ministry's unwavering commitment to excellence has yielded impressive results, positioning our state as a beacon of hope and model for others to follow. To deliver on our mandates in the Team Plus agenda, the Ministry of Tertiary Education has been repositioned for optimum effectiveness and efficiency to achieve the current administration's initiatives. For this reason, the ministry has undergone a comprehensive transformation. This involves reinvigorating, resetting, and recalibrating the ministry structure, expanding from 3 to 6 core technical departments, and adding new units to facilitate streamlined administration.
We have reawakened the functionality of the Subject Teachers Association to meet regularly to review student performance and come up with more practical-oriented pedagogy that will enhance the teaching learning outcome. We have started the implementation of Read, Learn, and Discover initiatives that promote interactive learning, such as incorporating hands-on activities, experiments, projects. This is aimed at encouraging students to learn by doing, revive sports through physical and health education programs that promote physical fitness, teamwork, and mental discipline.
Lagos State is embarking on a bold journey towards food sufficiency, agricultural modernization, and economic resilience. And that's what brought the Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems to the table. Abisola Olusonya is here to showcase the state's extensive reforms and achievements in agriculture over the past 6 years of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration.
In poultry, fisheries, piggery.
The Commissioner outlined strategic initiatives, innovative infrastructure, and targeted social support programs that have positioned Lagos as a model for food systems transformation in Nigeria and West Africa.
Upon completion, it will stand as the largest food logistics hub in sub-Saharan Africa and will feature facilities to serve over 1,500 40-ton trucks daily. And it is expected to boost the over 14 trillion food market in Lagos.
She says the project is structured as a public-private partnership under a design, build, finance, operate, and transfer model to ensure long-term sustainability and professional management of the facility. According to the Commissioner, the middle-level agro hub at Idioro Mushin is currently operational with food valued at 2.6 billion naira traded. Additionally, sites have been identified for 3 more mid-level hubs in Ikorodu, Festac Town, and Lekki Phase 1.
Curbing criminal activities in Lagos involves a multifaceted approach, including strengthening law enforcement, addressing socio-economic factors, community engagement, and improving urban infrastructure. Strategies to make this happen include enhancing surveillance, implementing rehabilitation programs, and promoting education and awareness. In 1993, Nigeria's 8th head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, described Lagos as, quote, the crime capital of the country, end quote, a distressing way to describe a city that some people would regard as the promised land of Nigeria. This is the reality of most African cities. The brand promise that Lagos offers as a city where anyone can make it makes Lagos like sugar to ants. Everyone wants a piece of it.
Investment protection and security in Lagos State.
The Attorney General of Lagos made this disclosure during the ministerial press briefing held in Alausa, Ikeja, to mark the 2nd anniversary of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's 2nd term in office. Citing statistics from the Lagos State Criminal Information System, LCIS, the Attorney General said the data highlights growing concern about public safety and criminal activity in key urban centers of the state.
We foster harmonious working relationship with the state judiciary, the House of Assembly, Police Command, the correctional centers, to promote an efficient and effective justice system. To this end, the Nigeria Area Command, Area M at Idimo, was completed, commissioned, and handed over to the Nigerian Police Command, Area M, Idimo. The new structure includes administrative block, staff quarters for the area commander himself, 2 hostels, one for male, the other for female, multipurpose hall that can be served as training ground, training hall, and of course, beautification environment and provision of water treatment. This is one of the first achievements that we had to do under this regime to the police.
He further disclosed that the LCIS has recorded a total of 74,962 cases and inmates across the state from 2018 to May 2025. The Commissioner lamented the pressure on the state's correctional facilities, revealing they are operating at 106% above capacity. It disclosed that as of May 2025, the combined inmate population stood at 9,096, which outstrips capacity. It went on to describe the LCIS as a groundbreaking initiative aimed at automating criminal justice processes and improving efficiency.
It is worthy of note that the actions of the court has been able to reduce criminal activities of these miscreants.
As part of its justice reform efforts, the ministry has also launched a public advisory center to offer free legal guidance and information to Lagos residents seeking redress or navigating government services. The Attorney General reiterated the ministry's commitment to leveraging technology and legal innovation to improve the state's justice system and enhance public trust.
Poverty alleviation programs are crucial for vulnerable residents as they provide financial support and resources, enhance access to education and health care, foster economic empowerment and job creation, improve overall well-being and quality of life. Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Mrs. Cecilia Babajide, has been instrumental in driving these initiatives, empowering women and different groups through various programs and policies of the Lagos State government.
WAPA has played a pivotal role in implementing.
According to her, the empowerment program targets women and youth. Of the 2 billion naira spent, 1.5 billion naira was allocated to the Micro Enterprise Support Initiative, while 500 million naira was dedicated to the Livelihood Empowerment Initiative.
The vision of our ministry is to be the lead ministry in sustainable poverty reduction and women protection in Nigeria. And our mission is women development and eradication of gender-based violence through regular women-focused programs and interventions. We have about 5 departments and 8 units. The mandate and the ministerial responsibilities of the ministry are to initiate, to formulate, execute, monitor, and evaluate policies relating to women affairs and poverty alleviation.
The Commissioner further disclosed that between 2023 and 2025, a total of 7,372 vulnerable residents benefited under the N-Cares program.
We have engaged stakeholders across MDAs, grassroots communities, civil society organizations, and development partners to localize key priority areas.
She noted that beneficiaries were selected from the social register of vulnerable households maintained by the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. Graduates from the ministry's skills acquisition centers were provided with tools and equipment to help them launch their businesses, while 3,750 women were trained and empowered through a 4-week short-term skills acquisition program.
And that's it on the program today. Hope you had a great time. See you next time. I am Sahid Aribisala.